The Lhukang Temple is somewhat famous. It's had a number of books written about it. The Lhukang Temple resides in Lhasa, Tibet, and it is located behind the Potala Palace. Now, the temple is very small compared to the Potala, and you really have to ask the question, well, why did they put a little temple right behind in the shadow of the Potala? Well, actually, Lhukang means Naga house or Naga temple, and Nagas are these serpents similar to snakes, and they belong to the Naga culture of India. Although Tibet and Central Asia had somewhat of their own serpent mythology that was not completely related to India. So anyway, we have this Lhukang Temple. It's built in the middle of a lake. And what's really important here is to understand that this lake was not original. This lake developed when they were building the Potala Palace and they were digging in the ground and they were making bricks. Then this lake happened. So once the Potala Palace was finished being built, then the idea was to sort of thank the Nagas or placate these serpent spirits by building a small 3-story temple in the middle of this lake and having a small bridge that connects it to the land. So the temple is quite small. It has 3 floors and it has an outside balcony wrapping around all 3 floors on each of the 3 levels. The ground floor and the second floor are not so interesting artistically. Yes, there are some paintings, there are some murals, but it's really the 3rd floor that's the most fascinating. And on the 3rd floor we have 3 main walls, north, west, east, and then some side panels. The 2 of the walls appear to have to depict Nyingma teachings and meditation practices and yoga, possibly based on the revealed treasure teachings of Pema Lingpa. The side panels have unusual stories that I've actually not figured out, and I've not actually read anything from anyone else as yet that really explains what all the stories are. Now, some of them are little depictions of Pema Lingpa, but others are depictions of Sarchen Losel Gyatso, who was a teacher in the 16th century, and there are other teachers and there are inscriptions, but it's not clear to me what some of these side panels are really trying to say. The most interesting wall for me is the east wall, where we have the 84 Mahasiddhas, and then below that we have the 25 main disciples of Padmasambhava. And the most amazing thing about the Mahasiddhas is they're done in the Vajrasana system, not in the Abhayakara Gupta system of 84 Mahasiddhas. So they're in the Vajrasana, but what's really special is that they're done in a Khenri painting style. Now, the Pema Lingpa revealed treasure murals, they're more in a kind of a new Menri or a Lhasa Menri style. But the 84 Mahasiddhas and the 25 disciples are in this Khenri system, which really developed at Gonkar Monastery, a short distance outside of Lhasa. Maybe an hour and a half by car. So the siddhas are very interesting because they also look like they're copied from another location, and it's not actually clear when these murals were painted, whether it was during the 5th Dalai Lama's time or it's the late 17th century or even beginning of the early 18th century. It's not completely clear. So, just a brief introduction. We'll talk more about the Mahasiddhas and the 25 disciples, and we'll look at better quality images later. In the meantime, press the like button. You can subscribe, you can ask questions, and you can also help support the work we do on HAR on Patreon.